Welcome to another edition of Intelligence Technology. If you're a new subscriber here, kindly click on the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime we upload a new video. But if you're a returning subscriber, God richly bless you for supporting the channel. Stay tuned and let's get started. All right, so what are input devices? Be thinking about it. Imagine a computer like a robot. It needs a way to listen, see, and take instructions. Input devices are tools that help us tell the computer what to do. Input devices help us to tell the computer how to listen, how to see, and how to take instructions through the use of the computer mouse, keyboard, microphone, and etc. etc. So your input devices here are just like a remote to a toy car. When you click on it or you press it, it tells the toy car which direction to move to. So in a nutshell, input devices or without input devices, we cannot speak to the computer. We cannot communicate with the computer. We will not. How are we going to tell the computer what to do? So input devices are very crucial in the life of a computer. Now let's look at some examples of input devices. The first example I will talk about is the keyboard. The keyboard help us communicate with the computer. It help us give the computer instructions. It help us tell the computer what to do. So here it's like a magic typewriter. It help us write words on the computer. And without a keyboard, typing will become a little difficult for us when we are using the computer. The next one I'll talk about is the computer mouse. The computer mouse help us use the pointer up and down on the screen. It help us select, do so many things just within a click. So the computer mouse is an example of input devices. Just imagine you with a desktop computer without a computer mouse. Navigating through the icons and application symbols will be a little difficult for you. Another example is the touch screen. The touch screen here need no mouse. Just tap on the screen, just like playing a game. It is normally used on tablet or large screens in organizations. So remember, if you see a tablet, you don't need a mouse to work on it. You just need to be tapping on it and then instructions will be given. The next one here is the microphone. Remember, the microphone receive our voices, so it lets the computer hear our voices. For instance, hello computer. It will allow your audience or your friends on the other hand to hear your voice. So the microphone receive our voice. That makes it an input devices or example of input device. Now let's look at fun facts, and this is a fact. Some input devices work manually, meaning we have to press buttons or move them. Others work automatically, like the barcode reader or the barcode scanner that read prices without typing. So where do we use input devices? Or where do we use these input devices? That is a simple question. The first place is the school. It is common in our computer labs, and most students are familiar with it. And we say that the input device help us type our homeworks. Example of this is a keyboard. The keyboard help us type our homework. Remember, these same input devices can be used at home. It can also be used at home. Remember, and it can also be used at our workplaces. Remember that it can be used in our workplaces. Yeah, it can also be used at the shop. The barcode scanner help cashiers to scan items so fast. Remember, I said earlier on that the barcode scanner works automatically, and some input devices work automatically. So just by scanning an item, it gives you the price and you can just mention the price. Now let's look at some advantages and disadvantages of input devices. Advantages of input devices. The first one here is it makes computer easy to use. Just imagine you have a desktop computer without input devices. Remember, the desktop computer is made up of the system unit, the monitor, the keyboard, and the computer mouse. So just assume that you have a desktop computer without a keyboard and without a computer mouse. How are you going to use it? If you know how, just leave it in the comment section. So guys, that says that input device makes the use of computer very easy. The second point here is it helps people work very faster. See, with just a click with the mouse, you can do so many things. You can double click on application, click on icons, drag and drop, copy and paste, highlight, do so many things with the computer mouse, and it's so fast. It is so fast. And the next point here is that it is fun activity like drawing or talking to friends. Remember, the microphones help us to talk to our friends, it receive our voices, and our friends on the other hand also listen to it. The input device called microphone help us does that. Remember that. Disadvantages of input devices. The first one here is some input devices can break easily. Is it true? Yes, it is true. The computer mouse, the pen drive, the microphone, the microphone, the keyboard, they are all breakable. If not handled well, it will easily break. So let's take note. Others need electricity or battery. This means that some input devices needs electricity or battery to work. So if you don't have electricity or battery, you are at a disadvantage and you cannot use it. Learning to use these or use them take practice. Not all people, not all students, not everybody is familiar with the some input devices. Let me say some input devices. Some people takes time to familiar themselves with the keyboard, the mouse, and the barcode scanner. So it takes time, and learning it takes practice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please click on the notification button to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Thank you for supporting intelligence technology. Thank you.